Good evening, and I welcome you to your transformative program, Politics and Beyond. Emmanuel Jr. is my name, and I'm the host for this transformative program. Not just the host, I'm also the chief crusader against corruption here in Ghana. I miss you all. A couple of weeks ago, I vanished a bit, went to do some few things outside the country, and I'm back. Unfortunately, I returned only to be welcomed with this very, very, very saddened news. And that's the reason why I am in black, knowing very well that all of us are mourning. Our gallant men fell in a very mysterious way. And I keep telling myself that there are a lot of questions than answers. We need a number of questions that seems to be going through our minds. And at the appropriate time, I'm very sure that we'll be raising those questions, even here on this platform, for us to find solutions and answers to them. But in the meantime, we want to express our deepest of condolence to the family, to the bereaved family, to the nation, to all of us. Most importantly, to the wives, I won't say husband because they are all men. So to the wives, to the children, to the nation, to Ghana, we've all lost so many lives. 8 individuals, we lost them within a twinkle of an eye. Out of these 8, I personally had a relationship with 2 of them, Omane Buama and then Mutala, whom I call my brother. I mean, all of them. Omane is a brother, but the truth of the matter is that my relationship with Mutala goes way beyond or deeper than that of Omane Buama. But we've all lost. We've lost such brothers, friends, fathers. I won't say sons because I don't think any of them I'm in a position to give birth to any of them, but we've lost brothers, we've lost friends. When I heard of the story, or when I heard of the incidents, it brought into mind so many things. And in the process, when I was mourning, in less than 24 hours, there was a release from the presidency talking about replacements, individuals who are supposed to act in their stead. And one thing that came into my mind was that indeed, life is so transient and no one should assume that he or she is irreplaceable. Less than 24 hours, these individuals were replaced. The finance minister is supposed to act as the defense minister. And I think Lance minister is also supposed to act as the environmental minister. Less than 24 hours. The only thing I can tell each and every one of us is that let us take care of ourselves. Let us spend more time with the people that truly care for us. Positions are transient. Let us not sacrifice the relationship we have with our loved ones just for positions. In less than 24 hours, you will be replaced. Mutala reminds me so much of, an example of what communication should be. And I have said that even though I'm in the arena of communication, if I should mention about 2 individuals in this country that I love to listen to, Mutala is one of them. He tells us the difference between communication and just talking or shouting. And I will want to use this medium to encourage individuals who aspire to be communicators. One of the persons that you can learn from is Mutala. Let's go through the archives and look for interviews that he has had and learn a thing or two from it. There's a difference between communication and shouting. There's a difference between communicating and talking. Mutala is a fine gentleman when it comes to communication. Omane Buama, same. And all the others, they have their strength. But I want to also express on behalf of the family we have here, and I'm making reference to the team that makes up Politics and Beyond, express our profound, absolute, undiluted sympathy to the president representing the executive, to the legislature through Abam Bagben, who is the speaker, and of course, to the party, the NDC party, led and headed by Mr. Johnson Asiedu Nketia. Our profound sympathy to them. The family. Tomorrow, we don't know what tomorrow brings. Let's just make the best out of it. Having said that, I again welcome you to your transformative program, Politics and Beyond. This evening, we are going to have another insightful conversation, and it has to do with Ghana Post Company Limited. We talk about Ghana Post, and I believe a number of things goes through your mind. Today, when we're looking at, when the flyer went out, we started receiving so many messages. Personally, a lot of people sent so many things to me. And at a point, what I said to myself was that when it is time for this evening show, I think I need not ask any question. All I need to do is to read the questions and the comments that came from people like you. There are a whole lot of comments that started pouring in right from the morning when the flyer started going out. But before we take a commercial break, I need you to appreciate the fact that Ghana Post Company Limited is a government-owned corporation responsible for postal services in Ghana. You need to also appreciate the fact that it was established in the year 1854 as the Post and Telecommunications Department of the Colonial Administration. It was transformed into a corporation in 1974 and later incorporated under the company's code in the year 1995. It was incorporated by an Act of Parliament, Act 505 in August 1995, formally separating it from what we used to know as Ghana Telecom Company. Some of the services include postal services, which involves mail delivery and parcel delivery. The courier services, including express mail services known as the EMS. We also have the financial services, which include remittances, post assurance, and agency services. And then we also have the retail services and digital address system. It has about 360 post offices across the country, and that makes it a nationwide coverage, including urban, semi-urban, and rural areas. It also has international delivery services to other countries. Over these past years, or over the years, decades of years, there has been challenges that the Post or the Ghana Post faces. One of it has to do with legacy inefficiencies. When we talk of legacy inefficiencies, we are talking about the fact that Ghana Post has long struggled with bureaucracy, outdated systems, and poor customer satisfaction. The other one has to do with reputation problem. Many Ghanaians no longer trust the services due to decades of underperformance. And the operational word here is decades. It didn't start today or yesterday. Decades of underperformance. We also have what we call the digital lag. Unlike its counterparts in countries like Rwanda, Kenya, or India, Ghana Post digital transformation has been slow and fragmented. One other challenge has to do with political interference. Recent layoffs, and all of you remember, we had nearly 100 staff dismissed, and this happened post-election, and I'm making reference to post the 2024 election. It showed the tension between political appointments and merit-based reforms. These are some of it. The other one, challenge, had to do with private competition. Courier giants like DHL, FedEx, and local startups are already dominating the market, and Ghana Post, whether we like it or not, need to find a way to offer competitive pricing and value. Talking about these challenges goes also the fact that we have what we call revenue and potential losses. Billions in missing logistic revenue. In an e-commerce driven economy, postal systems should be cash cows. Every parcel that is undelivered by Ghana Post is obviously handled by private firms. And this means that money that is supposed to come to the state goes to these individuals. We have what we call the lost fintech opportunities. Across Africa, post offices are doubling as banking hubs. And a typical example has to do with the Kenya Postal Corporation and what they call or refer to as the M-Pesa integration. We don't have such in this country. And so Ghana is losing ground when it comes to the financial inclusion. The other one is the public trust, which is speedily going off. We have a weak national service like that of the Ghana Post, and it sends a signal of state inefficiency, further reducing citizens' trust in governance. And the final one has to do with data value leakage. Ghana Post could become a data engine, mapping trade flows, user habits, and more. But currently, it lacks the tech and strategy to tap this gold mine. The reason why we are going to have a conversation on Ghana Post is simply because when we decide to do a resetting of Ghana Post, we are not just going to look at what we call fixing an old company. It's about transforming a national tool into a modern economic engine. And if this is done right, we can create thousands of jobs. We can cut government waste. We can enable small businesses to scale. And most importantly, we can offer every Ghanaian access to digital government services. And that is why it is very important that this evening we look at the Ghana Post as an entity. I'm going to take a short commercial break, and when I come back, I'll introduce to you the guests that we have. And as always, get interactive with us using our social media platforms, including the WhatsApp line that will be exhibited on the screen. We'll come back and we'll be talking about resetting Ghana Post Company Limited. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehinfa pa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre ni bosia ato tax fofo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ya wonhyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekoko bosia, susu account, and da so wo savings account, me bada chain savings account, and the akeka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetu mi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka ona.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596-273-546 or 0596-273-547. This advert is FDA approved.
Good evening one more time, and I welcome you again to your transformative program, Politics and Beyond. As I indicated earlier, we're going to have a conversation on resetting Ghana's Post Company Limited. I know that you have your own perception when it comes to Ghana Post. The name Ghana Post comes up and so many things comes up. With me, I have my own perception, and at the appropriate time, I will tell you where my perception even comes from by showing you a video of one of the branches under Ghana Post where I have my my, how do you call it? Is it my number, or where I have my box? Postal box. Okay, so I didn't even say my producer should show it, but this is it. So this is Osu, one of my, I mean, that has been my place, but my interest is not really on the other side. This is where my interest is. This is when I started with Osu Post Office. This was where I was, entering to do all the things that I needed to do. So many years, I don't even remember, but if my memory serves me right, this should be about, it shouldn't be less than 10 years. This structure has been there, and every day, every month, every year, it is getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. And they have been moved to a container outside, and that is where they are operating from. Ghana has this property. Government has this property, and it is going to waste. But you see in front of it, a container, and that is where they are operating from. And I keep wondering what exactly is happening, because I believe if this was a private entity, DHL or any other, they would have transformed this space, and they would have made this space one of the best. They would have built whatever out of it, and so this is the container where the motorbike is. That is where they are operating, and they've been operating in this thing for a number of years now. You go there, and the workers are really feeling the heat, and it is all that you can think about. My perception about it, I will tell you, but this is what it is. I believe there are other places like that. Of course, the 360 offices across the nation, I don't think all of them are in this bad states. But this is what is happening in the center of Accra, the capital. This evening, my host, my guest, who is going to help us have this conversation, is a very young man, just like me. I don't know whether we are still young, but I think we are young. But a very young man. He's the Deputy Managing Director for Ghana Post. And I'm making reference to Stephen Kingsley Benye. I believe I mentioned the surname very well. Benye. Yeah. So Stephen Kingsley Benye, he is the Deputy Managing Director for Ghana Post Company Limited. Stephen, welcome to Politics and Beyond.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to see you. How is the office so far?
Yes, so far so good. Before I start, I also want to take this opportunity to express our deepest condolences to the family.
Right.
I mean, the great men, looking at the personalities involved, it's a big blow to the nation. And so from our board chair, Ms. Petra Abba Asamoah, the MD, Mrs. Rita Straha, the management and entire staff of Ghana Post want to express our deepest condolences to the family. I think about a few weeks.
Yes.
I think we met the Minister for Defense. That was on.
That's on
on Thursday. So the next week
that's when he went.
Yes, because this military recruitment, Ghana Post will normally play a role.
Right.
In the selling of the forms for those applicants who want to enter. So we booked an appointment and had a discussion with him, and we were supposed to even have further discussions. And then, unfortunately, this tragic incident happened, and so it's a cause of worry.
Our condolence to all of them. Our condolence to all of them. Stephen, yes.
So far, so good. Ghana Post, yes, we, by the grace of God, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama gave us the nod, and we started in March 2025. And so when we got there, as we've said a lot, it's an old and big company. Yes, of course, their assets, their liabilities. We have over 350 offices, about 1,700 staffs. We also have various collaborations and SLAs, service level agreement with companies we do business with, both internally and then externally, globally. Yes, and so going through the records, you see that Ghana Post, we are one of the best in Africa. I mean, in Africa, we are number 2.
Okay.
And then West Africa, Ghana
number
Post
2
is
in terms
one.
of.
Yes.
In terms of
when we want to put everything together.
As in your services.
Services,
okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we are number 2.
Okay.
And then best in West Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, just the next month, September, I think 7th September, there's going to be an award, EMS Global Award. And then Ghana, we are going for the customer care. Ghana is 6th globally. Customer care, 6th globally. And then the performance award we won bronze. So yes, Ghana Post, is not as bad as the picture comes out to be. Yes, we have one of the best experts in terms of the postal services, talking about quality training. Yes, and so, yes, there are a lot to be done. There are a lot of prospects there. You need to have time, put a strong team together, come up with innovative means to try and transform the company to meet modern trends. You mentioned e-commerce, fintech, all these things are what things on the table. Ghana Post, we try to bring on board.
That's right.
And so far so good. We haven't had time because there's a lot. And you're looking at the resetting agenda, looking at the focus of the president and our minister, Honorable Sam George, very energetic and very, very active, trying to lead the whole agenda of leading the e-commerce thing, having a digital economy. And so Ghana Post sits right at the center, where we have to play an integral role. And so it's a very challenging environment, but so far we are managing.
We thank God. I'm happy to hear that. Now, talking about the issue regarding the reset, you mentioned reset agenda. And I know that we are mourning, but if you will amplify your voice a bit for the benefit of my listeners and viewers. We're talking about the reset agenda.
Yes.
If you look at your documents that guides your research agenda, it is structured around 3 pillars.
Yes.
The first one is digital infrastructure and systems upgrade.
Yes.
The second one is logistics and delivery overhaul.
Yes.
The third one is expanded public service offerings.
Yes.
What does these 3 mean?
Yes. So, I mean, in the postal environment, when you look at our mother organization, the UPU, Universal Postal Union, they are the global regulators of the postal environment. And so they have some of these they brings out with requirements, they forecast the focus of years and then action plans and what we need to achieve maybe in the next 10 years. And so looking at the trend now, we want to see that now the mostly we are now focused on the digital platforms.
Right.
Where previously people want to write letters and maybe go to the post office to post. Now things are changing. And so people are making payments through electronic means. People are doing bulk messages through electronic means. And so we try to see how can we put in place systems that will meet these modern trends. That is a big challenge. And so now we have what we call the EPS.
Right.
Yes, Express Postal Services. We have the EMS, Express Mailing System, where people even think that is not part of the services of Ghana Post, because people sometimes say that even Ghana, we only know of EMS, but it's a product of Ghana Post.
Sure.
Right. So in doing so, we have also integrated into our system digital platforms which help us to monitor day-in-day activities. Let's say we're in Accra, we have offices across the country, 350 offices. So how do we monitor? So we have our platforms that are electronic, where you sit behind your machine and we're able to see what goes on, the revenue coming in, prices. So these are a lot of innovative means we try to improve upon. Yes, there are a few challenges with these systems, which we've put it together a strong team, doing a review of the systems and see how best we can modify it to meet the modern trends. And so that is it. Logistics, yes,
Yeah.
you know, this postal work comes with logistics. Without logistical support,
Yes.
there's no way you can survive.
Yes.
And so that is why sometimes your readiness and ableness to meet your last mile delivery. When I say last mile delivery, we're trying to talk about delivering the item to the designated person or place.
Right.
Before you can do that effectively and efficiently, you need to get a strong logistical base. So that comes in with vehicles, motorbikes. Others, some are even using drones and other modern robots and things to assist them in the delivery. And so we also need to have a strong logistical support. And most of the logistics we have, some are outmoded, very old rickety vehicles, old motorbikes. So you can't meet the last mile delivery point where you have very strong competitors, global competitors, like we mentioned some.
Yeah.
So that is also a very strong area we have to overcome before you're able to become an effective and efficient postal services company. As people are demanding. So it comes to that one is capital intensive.
Right.
You need a lot of resources. Even the software. Now it's millions of dollars before you can have these softwares. Then again, we are talking about logistics. How do you get these cars? Very, very expensive vehicles. So that is the focus now. To try and gear all our investments towards this angle. If we're able to catch up with these areas, then clearly we can say that now we are also robot institutions and we're able to match. But even with this little inadequate of these critical areas, we are still, as I said, number one in West Africa, number 2 in Africa. We are one of the best. We are managing our, inadequate resources very effectively. And we are not doing bad. We are not doing bad, yes.
Can I say, now let me go to the video that I showed you earlier.
Yes.
Can I say that we, over the past years, we've been having leaders leading Ghana Post who are not thinking outside the box?
Yes, so the third leg is the service diversification.
Yes.
So we have our traditional postal systems. How do we, diversify it? How do you bring in different trends?
Yes.
And so now we have some agreement with companies.
Okay.
Typical example, we are now doing the passport delivery.
Okay.
Right. SSP, be able to deliver over 43,000 passports, Ghana Post. So that was not part of the system.
The core,
right, the core
activities, activities. So you are thinking
now,
outside the box now.
Now it's in now. Right. We have with DBLA.
Yes.
Delivery of driving license. Right. Now we are doing financial services.
Okay.
Because most people use their mobile money and those things more than going to the bank.
So what kind of financial services are you doing?
Yes, our traditional one, the MoneyGram, Western Union. Now we've added the mobile money and this.
Okay.
We try to also do the internet banking and digital financial services with. There's a company I don't want to mention it. We are yet to have. We are having few challenges with the licensing by the regulator, which is Bank of Ghana. Right. But I'm sure we'll be able to put our house together and get that license.
Right.
Which is also an edge. We are trying to get to a point where we can get the Post Bank.
Post Bank?
Yes.
What does that one mean?
Post Bank is like Ghana Post Bank. It's a bank, but you go to the postal hall to do banking. So it is a well integrated system where you can bank any bank you have. You should be able to bank at the post office because we have the leverage that any bank in Ghana, 350 offices.
Right.
So anywhere you are, when you enter the post office, if you are you're a customer of any of the banks in Ghana, you should be able to transact banking business there. And we've been able to study some of the countries, Japan and others, who have a strong banks, and we try to see how we can implement those. There are a few challenges which we want to deal with before we integrate it. And so these are some of the diversifications we are trying to bring on board.
In terms of percentage, you have about 360 or 350 outlets nationwide. In terms of percentage, out of this outlets, how many will you define to be efficient?
Yes, so out of this 350, yes, so I can say between 60 to maybe 60 to 70%. Yes,
effective.
Yes, 60 to 70%
Very
efficient.
well,
Yes,
well.
yes, but mostly looking at the nature, they are concentrated.
Okay.
So maybe you take Accra is urban. So let's take maybe Central region, Western region.
Yes.
We could see that the revenue is coming from maybe like 10% of the post office
The
there.
post office is there.
But those where we are not generating, we do delivery.
Right.
People forget the fact that we do delivery, last mile delivery.
Right.
And we also work with other postal administrations. Let's say somebody is in US, UK, we post an item through Royal Mail. How do we get it in Ghana?
Yeah.
So there's collaborative work. So somebody is in Ghana, want to send something to UK. How does it get to the person? We post through Ghana Post, we link up Royal Mail, the person gets the mail.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are some of the areas. So you cannot say because they are not generating, you want to close it down.
Sure.
Then affects your last month delivery.
I agree.
So these are some. So it raises the operational cost.
I agree. Definitely, that's what I was coming
And
to.
I want to make this point that one, Ghana Post, as we say, is a fully incorporated company.
Yeah.
No subvention from government of Ghana. It's 100% owned by government of Ghana, and we are one of the few companies where we try to pay dividends to the government. We make some few profits. Yes, so there's a lot of opportunities. You come to the Osu building, there's something big coming on that building.
Tell me what is happening.
Yeah,
what is the plan you have?
So we want to do great thing with DVLA on that building. You know the
DVLA. You want to give
yes,
the
the chief
structure to
executive
DVLA to take over?
The chief executive is from this area.
No, I know. I'm saying that
so
you want to give
so
the
they've
structure
approached us. They've approached us. We're looking for very effective and then relevant investor. You see, we don't want to veer off our core mandate.
Definitely. So DVLA, what is DVLA?
So we want to partner with them to. First, we are planning to conduct a structure assessment to see whether this structure can be maintained for any can be fit for any purpose.
Right.
If it is not, we have to put the whole thing down and try and put a new one up. We want to collaborate with DVLA to they are rich, so
I understand. The point is,
we give part to them, and then Ghana Post also have part.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
Yes, so already we have an SLA with them, as I told you, sending their premium passport, and people can do their driving licenses where you are delivered to.
Yeah, that's right.
So yes, so that is what we want to do because actually, I say it's capital intensive.
That's true.
Ghana Post might have wished to have a very magnificent or modern post office there, but then the resources is not there. And so previous administration decided to give out most of the asset or the lands to estate developers. But we have a different view. We think that is not the core mandate, and that anything of that nature must have a very relevant and then coordinated service with the postal services. And so, like this building, this land there.
Yes.
If you want to flow it out for people to maybe estate developers, people will be rushing in.
Definitely.
But that should not be our main focus of trying to divert from our core mandate. So if we're able to have a partnership with DVLA, they have part. We also have a modern post office there. The post office is a social service.
Yeah.
It's a social service. And so that is what we want to do. It's not only this. We have a lot across the country. And when we took office, the managing director, Mrs. Rita Saha, took it as a policy to want us to see for ourselves. And so we've done some regions. We've visited all our properties. Some of the regions, there are a lot more to go. We want to see for ourselves. Some of the buildings since 1951, they've never tasted painting.
Yeah.
Since 1951.
So
these are some of the issues. And it's not that they don't want to do, but the resources, you see. And typical of Ghanaians, when it's a government business, how we try and manage things. So we want to change the whole orientation.
Right.
And that is why I said I was saddened by this tragic incident, because Dr. Maneboama had been a minister for communications. So when we met him, he had a lot.
Appreciated the whole
thing.
lot
For us, which we also showed another day for us to continue our discussion. And it was on Ghana Post how to turn the place around. Had some brilliant ideas. We wanted to bring our team and see how, but unfortunately this
didn't allow that.
These are the challenges we have. So it's not it hasn't been an easy task.
I get you.
Yes,
I get you, Stephen. So as I indicated, and I promised my viewers, they sent in so many messages, and I want them to have the day more than I will. So I'll read the very first one, and this came from Dr. Daniel Appiah. He's a lecturer with the University of Ghana.
Yes, okay.
He says, in an age of electronic mail, replacing traditional fiscal letters and private delivery companies, you should educate us more on the services of the Ghana Post and why we should patronize the services of Ghana Post.
Yes. So, yes, Ghana Post, we have usual postal services, people going there to post. We also offer the PLB, the postal boxes, because if you want to receive letters, you should have, if you are registered, have a registered box. Then we do the emergency mailing service, the EMS. And it is our hope that within 24 hours internally, you should be able to receive. You have the speed link.
Yeah.
We are here, we want to deliver an item to maybe Dansuman.
Yes.
Once you get onto the app, you send the signal, our team picks up and deliver to the person. And then we also have the financial services I spoke to you about. Yes, and then you also do the external also services, where people have been talking about these traditional foodstuffs and there are basketries in the northern part. All these things, it's through Ghana Post. We have been doing the descent for them, and so we are trying to bring on board innovative and new services which will meet the modern trends. E-commerce too is an area where we just, from the records, we've seen that that is where the prospects are now moving to. So you want to put in place policies which can meet the modern trends, because most of these people going through these e-commerce items, they don't even have postal boxes.
Right.
So we try to see how do we put them there officially, let them get it, so that it becomes formal now. And it's kind of ways help us appreciate our revenue. So these are some of the things we trying to put in place. Of course, the perception out there now is that Ghana Post. Some even don't think it exists. So when the appointment came, people were even asking, "What are you going to do?"
What are you going to do?
But it is different. So there are a lot there. There are a lot there. So from the records, I just saw that we are more than 70% efficient.
More than
from
70.
From the post office.
So
so Ghana Post is there. We need some few leadership touches, and looking at the board also put in place. We have experienced marketers, experienced people who have been in the digital world, the IT, some from the post. So it's a full blend of new team, which I hope we will be able to.
6 months on, what has changed?
Yes, so one, when we went, you could see that there were a lot of financial indiscipline, a lot of debts. So we sat down as a lawyer and my boss, a chartered accountant, and our minister told us that let us be disciplined. Let's make sure that we clean our books, so anybody picks it knows that there are people here.
Right.
And so GRA, a lot of this we have cleared about 95%. Even people who had retired, end of service benefit was an issue.
Yeah. And I
saw lawyers writing. So when I went to the fast and I saw some people were supposed to pay 5,000, 8,000, I had to get lawyers to write. I had to put myself in there. So I spoke to my boss and said, no, let's clear them. So as we speak, I think we are done with the last trend and we clear everything after 2024. And even GRA, we needed tax clearance before we can renew our license with, we also have a regulator, Postal and Courier Services Commission in Ghana, and then the UPO. You have to go to hell. You have to pay over 5 million
to do that. This one says that Ghana Post is losing the door-to-door delivery services to many unconventional means. What strategy are you using?
Yes. So now that is one of the challenges is the regulatory aspect.
Yeah.
Now somebody wakes up, get a motorbike and is doing the delivery. But it's a regulated environment.
Yeah.
And so the last time we met our regulators, we raised the issue. One thing you want to do through our minister is that you want to get most of the government institutions do business with Ghana Post. And then one thing we've also put across is that if you want to do business with us, we want to do business with you. For example, if you want to be our insurer, then also give your courier service to us.
Okay.
And we are now doing with SIC. Yes, so we have SLA with them. So these are some of the things we have been able to put in place, and gradually able to generate small revenue from this, because that's the major point. But if you have revenue, we're able to undertake a lot of projects, but because of the ineffectiveness and the inadequate funds, we are not able to perform our required duties and obligations. And so these are some of the things we've been able to put in place.
Ghana Post must undergo significant reforms, restructuring and reorganization, particularly their operations in courier services and many more. FedEx, DHL, and UPS, that's United Postal Services, are into supply chain, logistics, operations, and management, delivery, etc. They have diversified their operations apart from rendering parcel services. Why is Ghana Post?
Yes, so we have our traditional, that's the mail and parcel.
Yes.
But so issues of diversification, logistical. We haven't tried planning of undertaking the haulage business as they are talking about the transport. But my brother, as I indicated, it boils down to your logistical strength. When we want to be a transport company, you spoke of the post transport.
Yes,
that you merge your distance with the transport so that easily you can maneuver your things and deliver them. But more down to logistics. And so now I'm thinking about how we can get partners. People may have vehicles, people will want to partner us, provide the logistical support. We also have our offices available, then we can all partner and then roll out a robot system. It's on the table, but as I told you, it's all boiled down with the logistical strength. And so that is what we are reviewing now. How do we get the needed resources, logistics to undertake some of these services? Because these multinational companies being mentioned, they have the strength. You see, they are across and they are generating a lot of revenues.
Right.
And you see, some of these offices we are running even at a loss because of the social service. We cannot close it down. And close it down. How do you say that I'm going to close Osu down because maybe a month I've done the cost benefit analysis and that I'm running at a loss, so I want to close it down? Can you imagine? So these are some of the. So when people are trying to compare us with them, yes, they are right to do so, but the stories are not the same.
Right.
But then the question is, should you maintain it? That is why we want to now seek partnership. People may somebody can say, okay, I have this logistics I want to bring on board. How do we partner? We can partner them. And then previously we've done some, but I think in the contract there were a few lapses, so people took advantage. When they come and they see that this is a very prosperous, then they say, oh, we are no more interested. Right. The next day you see them, now they are also into the business. So our biggest challenge now is this illegal people doing the business, but we have to overcome them. Now we are working towards logistics, and if we're able to, get some, I'm sure, because we already have the offices, we are cut across everywhere. And so talking about effective last mile delivery, none can match Ghana Post.
This one says, I recommend the post office expand into a dedicated door-to-door, so still on the door-to-door delivery service.
Sure.
Covering business to business, business to persons, and persons to person segments. This will capture new market share, diversify revenue, and meet rising demands for reliable last mail delivery. Yes. By offering scheduled pickups, tracking, and delivery confirmation, we can compete effectively with private couriers and leverage our trusted community presence to secure both businesses and individual customers. Do you think we can?
Yes, so we've launched our 24-hour delivery services. So once you send an item to our EMS locally, within 24 hours, you should be able to get it. Right.
Within 24 hours?
Yes, 24 hours. And also, in order to enhance the effective and door-to-door delivery and then make the postal service accessible, we line the scatter bus.
Right.
But there are few hitches. We've terminated the contract, but it's an innovative way. We try to make it bigger now. For example, let's say East Lagos Hills.
Yes.
We don't even have a post station there. So we try and say that I want to register the houses at affordable rates and offer these services to you. We are bringing it to your doorstep.
Stephen, I want to be clear on this. Did you say that if I submit any parcel to your outfit, within 24 hours it should get to the one
that is our that's our timeline. But I mean, sometimes, as I told you, due to the logistical inefficiencies, depending on where it is going, it may delay. But the utmost we try to do, and I can say that about 70%.
When did you start this?
Oh, that's been there. I think it started last year.
Last year, okay. So it's something that you came to build on. So
we've tried, and then
there hasn't been perfection, but
no, I mean, yes, about over 70% success rate. Yes, so we do, and people can really testify.
Is that under the EMS or the regular delivery?
No, we mostly under the EMS.
The EMS.
Yes. Okay. Because yes, so for the we have different charges.
Yes.
For the EMS and then the normal. Yes. So that is it.
So the regular delivery, for instance, how long does it take?
The regular delivery, yes. So it depends on where it's
going. So let's assume it is within Accra.
Within 24 hours, we'll get it.
Have it.
Yes. Within few hours, you'll get it.
Really?
Yes.
Very sure of that.
Yeah, very sure.
Not EMS. Regular, I mean.
No, regular. Yes, sometimes you can get it because it's a route that we have.
Yes.
And so if you are fortunate and
you submit it before,
because we are also working with timelines.
I agree.
You can get it easily. But the issues are, let's say, far places where, because of the logistical support and inefficiency, we cannot do daily.
You're right.
From maybe my hometown. Yes. I'm from Western of region.
I agree.
So from maybe my BBN to Accra, maybe we
can surely not be daily.
So sometimes we engage third parties to assist in this thing. So these are the few challenges. But there's a roadmap we want to overcome this. That is why now our doors are open for partnership. If we bring good proposal, we have a discussion with the board, consult the minister. Because we want to do things which the national interest should be number one, not for any personal gains.
I agree.
I have friends who have come on board, but when you look at what they are saying, I mean, that will not help. So we
agree.
So we are looking for the best.
So this one says, how do we make Ghana Post as visible as DHL within our domestic shores?
Yes. So visibility. Yes,
that's the operational word here.
When you say visibility, it's a technical term.
Okay.
When the commercial people, the marketers will explain to you. But then, yes, talking about visibility, maybe maybe logistics where DHL vehicles are moving up and down in those Ghana Post, maybe our main route like Kumasi, Accra Kumasi will have to move in the night, once a day, come back. So it boils down to logistics. If we have our vans branded and moving up and down, I mean, people also see that Ghana Post, we are working. The sad aspect is that this visibility is really affecting our services because people think that the post is not working. Why are they saying that? Because if we are in maybe Grabbing in Ashanti region and the person doesn't see Ghana Post vehicle coming around, well, what shows that the post is working? But interestingly, because we are lacking in these vans and logistical support, we tend to use third parties. So at the end of the day, the postmaster, the items the person gets, will have to transport it maybe through a third party. So the people there may think that the post office is not working because they see others coming around.
Sure.
But they don't see Ghana Post coming around. It was very key point, and we have taken note of that. We are working assiduously to quickly get in. Now we are procuring our additional motorbikes to augment. Most of them are old. They are not fit for purpose, but they are not, because we don't have the decision. We are trying to. They are using it, but we want to work outside the box. And our minister has tasked us to not sleep until he sees the viability and visibility people are demanding.
Right.
And so people get worried. Why is that national company cannot compete private companies? And so it's a challenge to us, and we are hopeful that we shall overcome it.
It's quite interesting. If we have about 350 or so outlets,
yes,
I can bet my last penny that most, if not all, the private entities, your competitors,
yes,
do not have that many outlets. And yet, in terms of visibility, they are very strong. There's something going on wrongly.
Yes, so it depends on also the mileage.
Okay.
Some are doing just Accra.
Right.
Some are not even in Accra. Some are doing just some few areas.
Yes.
But we are everywhere. They are not supposed to deliver. So that is a bit of it. So they are not covering let's look at the last month delivery. Where are they covering?
Right.
That even these companies you are mentioning, some of them will do their last month delivery for them. The big ones you have mentioned, some of the areas they are not there, so they have to rely on us. They pay us for us to deliver for them.
Right, and in paying you, you should, even if it is just one moment of the process, you should let your presence be felt.
Sure.
You agree.
Sure. So, as I said, I went around and I have noticed that some buildings in 1952 are no painting. So immediately we've started some of the offices. We need to, because we have our colors, we need to paint them at least so that everywhere you are, you see that this is Ghana Post. Some are even along the roadside.
Right.
Me myself, I had to pass and I you say, you just pass by the post office.
Right.
Then you come back to it.
Right.
So I agree, it's a fair point, and we are working around it.
There's one, I don't know how you appreciate the question, but it says, in the quest of making Ghana Post the #1 choice, are there strategies to make Ghana Post a cargo center? I don't know what that means.
So the cargo is like the haulage business I spoke about.
Right.
And we've tried it before, and it was working well. Just that due to logistical support, the contract had to be terminated.
Right.
So you still visit it.
You still visit it?
Yes.
I'm going to come to another aspect which is very dear to me, and that has to do with welfare.
Yes.
Welfare of your employees. Very, very important. Before I come to that, please, let me read these two ones. Okay. It says, "Good evening, Mr. Wilson. I'm teacher Abu from Sefi, Buako. First of all, send my condolences to the families of government officials who lost their lives on Wednesday in line of duties, and their souls rest in perfect peace. This is the time the government of the Republic has to disregard laughing of Galamsey Task Force and deal with the illegal miners. This is because those who are destroying our environment are within us, probably are among us, and we know them vividly. My profound greetings to all Ghanaians." Okay. This one says, "Tamale Central by-election. How I wish NDC will grant the late Mutale's wife opportunity to..." Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go to the other aspects before I come back to the questions coming from the public. Welfare.
Yes, staff welfare. Yes,
staff welfare. You know, when we talk of staff welfare, we are not just talking about the money, the salary.
Yes.
We are talking about so many things. Yes. The health insurance, good working environment, and that's very, very important. Good working environment. I've been to some of your places where I go, even as a customer, I'm made to sit down before I realize I'm sweating so much. Yes. Not to talk of your workers who are there. working from 8 to 5, right?
Yes.
8 to 5. I can
Some
imagine
even
what goes beyond
extended
that.
hours.
I can imagine what happens there. Training opportunities, promotion issues.
Yes.
I know of someone who was due to be promoted in the year 2017. I mean, with everything, 2017. It was just the latter part of last year that she got promoted.
Yes. So, yes, that's a very dear issues you've raised. And I'm also, as a labor law bias lawyer and as a lecturer, I teach labor law.
Right.
Yes. So, there are a lot of issues on staff welfare. And I'm so grateful to my boss, the MD, because he also had this staff welfare dear to a heart. And even our minister, Honorable Sam George, at the introduction ceremony, made it clear that we should have a clear plan as to how we want to improve the welfare of staff at Ghana Post, which we are working assiduously to submit to him. So, yes, there are a whole lot of issues on staff welfare. First of all, it's the duty of the employer to make sure you provide a safe environment for the employee.
Yes.
Under the Labor Act.
Yes.
2003 at 651. But that is not the case. As you rightly said, when you're moving around, you could see a lot of these infringements on the obligations of the employer.
Yeah.
No maintenance culture. They put up modern post office. After some time, you go and the place just painting, just fixing of breaking maybe a louver blaze, nothing. You go to place, fans are not working, even washrooms are not working. So serious staff welfare issues, which we've identified and we gradually are working on it. And it's also, all these things are revenue matters, and it affects efficiency and productivity. Because people have to come out from the counter to have a fresh air. Because sometimes you go, the place is so tense, and ventilation alone. So it's a major issue we'll be trying to resolve. As I said, we are taking inventory of the properties, ones which needs renovation, painting, and demolition. Some we need to resituate them. All these things are on the table. Unfortunately, now we have our board that we want to put in place a comprehensive report and put before the board for approval. So we start executing them. Even the immediate benefit, salary, and those things. I mean, they are not the best, and so we are trying to look at it holistically and see that to be able to enhance productivity and get efficiency from the staff, we also have to look at their welfare, not just the salary, working environment. And I'll tell you, the beautiful ones, the post office, they are doing more. Because maybe sometimes you will want to sleep there.
Yeah.
So you get motivated working. But the dilapidated buildings, some of them which I feared when I entered. But surprisingly, nursing mothers are manning those offices.
That's true.
And many years, there's no painting. Working environment. And so it's dear to me, and my boss is also worried. She's so worried about it, which honestly, this one we want to try and reverse this narrative at Ghana Post that we don't paint. People think it's an old company, so our buildings commensurate with the age of the company. Never again. We want to change it. We want to change it. How much does it cost to do the painting? How much does it cost to do the painting? Just fix a fan. Most of the ACs were not working. Within short time, we took a lot of them. Air conditions, where fan, a lot of them. We've done it. Yes, so that is what we want to do. So people go in there. I mean, the impression alone. I mean, it's wicked. Why should I want to post my valuable item?
Yeah.
What is the security of my item?
Yeah.
So these are our thoughts. these are the driving forces for us trying to undertake some of these projects. And so that is what we are doing.
Stephen, if I have a parcel and I want Ghana Post to come to my house and pick it,
yes,
and go and deliver, do you have any services for that? Do you do that?
When it is domestic, as I said, we have the Speak Link.
Yes.
We can do. We have the EMS too. We can do for you. Yes, we can come for it.
You can.
And do, yes.
Okay.
We can come for it.
Then,
But sometimes, depending on where it is going, because some of them, maybe, especially when it's global or international, going outside Ghana, we have to get the scaling and get you the fee, because we charge based on the weight. So maybe we will bring it through it and send you the invoice, and this, when payment is done, we have our online platform for payment, then it will be shipped.
Since you assumed office, have you had any opportunity to have what we call public forum with your workers, employees?
Yes, so staff work, this and what we call thereby and things, yes. At the top level, yes, that's what we've done.
Good.
And at the now, it is not wholly, but we've done it in piecemeal. So when we go to the regions to do that, or we first meet the team at the regional office, any post office we go, we also meet the team.
Right.
I have done Western region, Ashanti region, some parts. I've done Western of my boss did. We did Accra together, some part of Accra. My boss did Volta region. So that is so we are planning of having a big platform we call the staff table, where the board will be there, our minister will be there, and then we talk to them and also get first-hand information from them.
Right.
So that is on the table.
I'm happy you talked about you having it, but at the top level, the managerial level. I will encourage you and your boss to have as many public forums or debates that you can with your employees. But this time, not with the top level. Do it with the very last person. The driver, you call them the delivery man or the postman. The very, 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 those are the bottom of the ladder. Because you see, they are the people who are in touch. If it's politics, we'll say they are the grassroots.
Sure.
And they can let you appreciate firsthand what is really happening to help you in it. There's one.
You spoke of the promotion.
Promotion. That's also something I was going to come to.
Interestingly, Ghana Post for a very long time there were no promotions.
Yeah.
And so I think last year there was a meeting between the union board and then management, and it was agreed that people had not been promoted over 10 years. So they went to do a wholesale promotion for people who had served for many years.
Yeah.
But the implementation delayed. So when we came in, all this approval had been given due to, as a motivating factor to get staff efficiency and productivity, rising. We decided to implement it. And so as I speak, this automatic promotion has been given to those who had been on the grid for several years without promotions.
Okay.
And then those who had, so it was agreed that it will be done 5 years. So those who got the 5 years last year, they are also going through the promotional interviews. So we want to make it that it should be something consistent.
Right.
It's an awkward. Yeah. Why don't you promote people?
Do you have anything known as risk allowance for workers?
Risk allowance. Yes, there's risk allowance, but not for all workers. Okay. It's based on your duty and you have responsibility allowance too. But issue of insurance comes to bear, because when I came, I saw that I was getting a lot of workman compensation. So I raised the matter with HR that why don't we have these policies? Right. So we are trying to put together comprehensive policy, especially for the riders and the driver. Those who works with highly risk areas. Our riders going up and down. Yeah. Save the company.
That's right.
So we try to put in place a comprehensive policy.
Like do you have an idea? You have cleaners.
Yes.
Do you have an idea how much they are paid monthly?
Oh, yes, we have cleaners. I don't know their salary, but I know we have them. Yes, some are on contracts. Some are on contracts. Some even expire that we just renew for them. Yes, so we have.
So that's the reason why I said I'm encouraging you to have endeavor
meet them
with the downtrodden.
Sure.
Because one of the research information I got prior to this evening's interaction is that the average cleaner is paid about 290 Ghana cedis
at Ghana Post.
Ghana Post. And if it is really true,
290
cedis.
Even not below the minimum wage.
Exactly. The same question I asked.
290.
The same question I asked this cleaner who told me this.
And
he's a cleaner, Ghana Post. He told me that. I'll tell you off air.
All right. So the issue is that on the cleaning thing, I did some research. I saw that, yes. So we have people working at the headquarters doing the cleaning. Some are casual.
Right.
And the regions too, some are also, I think some regions gave out to a contractor. And they also engage people to work for them. So those people are not direct employees.
Right.
But we find out because no matter what,
it shouldn't be below the minimum wage.
You
That's my
investigate
worry.
quickly and see.
Yeah.
Honestly, holistically, as I said, the salary and the distance are not the best.
Right.
Are not the best, which we are trying to see how we can improve upon, so that it can also commensurate with the productivity we are demanding from them.
Very important.
Yes.
Ghana Post, you shouldn't have the attitude as described by the former president John Mahama. The former president Johnny Jekum Kufuor, who said that workers are pretending to be working, and government is also pretending to be paying.
Yes.
I mean, if you pretend, they will pretend.
Yes.
You understand?
I get
and it will not augur well for Ghana Post.
Yes,
this one says, "Good evening, Mr. Wilson. I am well informed that goods that goes through Ghana Post spends 3 or 4 days at Swiss ports or aviance, which means that there are perishable items that can decay. What are they doing to remedy the decays?"
Yes. So,
do you know of anything like that?
Yes. There are a lot of issues.
Right.
Sometimes airlines, you work with airlines. They are supposed to, transport their goods.
Yeah.
Some may get issues. Some may not even come up. So yes, occasionally some of these matters come up. But you see, I think last month there was a Ghanaian lady who came on social media and bashing Ghana Post.
Okay.
That she sends an item she didn't receive on time. So when we got the video, we gave it to our team to investigate and contact the person.
Sure.
But that wasn't Ghana Post. You see, people think that anybody sending an item from Ghana is to Ghana Post.
Okay.
It was another company who sent the item and delayed the item.
But the one who complained in the video,
so
was she the owner?
Yes,
of the item?
She came back and apologized when our team contacted the person.
Okay, I understand what
so
you mean.
please see, some of the things like the passport thing we are doing, it's not only Ghana Post. We are doing 9 regions. We also have another courier company. But people come and anything they come and attack Ghana Post. We have a media team, quickly they will contact you and verify your claims. Mostly it's not Ghana Post. Yes, so one of the issues were the payment of the airlines.
Right.
Now that is our topmost priority. They have any claim quickly you have to pay because without the airlines, Ghana Post cannot exist. Right. So we are making more revenue from these international the parcels. So that is our topmost priority to pay them. Now airlines who didn't want to work with Ghana Post, now they are calling for more volumes. I don't say more volumes, more goods.
Right.
Because we are paying them.
Right.
That is every Monday. That is the first thing we do to pay. And talking about the staff welfare forward, see, as I said, the end of service benefit, which had been there for several years, we've cleared it as a starting point. Because people have worked 30 years, 20 years, and now they're home and we can't pay them. How would they be work for the company? So now we've cleared those things, level few, 2024. And so the staff should have hope. They should have hope that we are really
resetting.
Yes. And I mean, you know, the poster of the president,
Yeah, I know.
that the national interest should be our utmost priority.
Yeah.
And when we talk about the nation, we build the nation around people. And the people at Ghana Post are Ghanaians. So that is the whole thing we try to put across.
Right.
And so there are a lot of challenges, but by the grace of God, within these few months, they can appreciate that a lot.
Something good is happening.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson, I'm watching you live from BBNE, O2 Educational Complex. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. From Pusha BBNE. Okay, thank you, Pusha. My name is Adrianaba Kofinti. I want to know why, after buying my pen drive from abroad and I indicated my address and it was delivered to Ghana Post, I still pay an amount to the workers because they sent SMS to me that my item is there. And one message on one item is 10 cedis. Meanwhile, if the same item goes to SpeedDAF, I get the alert and I just receive my item. Is there anything like that? Do you know?
Okay,
like
so let me add a point. So the first point on the delay,
Yes.
you know, customer have to pay duty.
Yeah.
And so customers, when you get there, they don't pay. They'll have to
Right.
delay. So the delay there, that is not only on the part of the courier company. Two, on this point, you see, if you don't have a registered letterbox, the one you were mentioning that
Yes.
your PO
Yes,
box
yes,
is there.
my box. Yeah.
When you receive your item, where do you put it?
You hold it.
So you pay a fee,
Okay.
something peanuts,
The 10 cedis.
10
It's a
cedi,
peanut.
5 cedi, and those things.
The 10 cedis is a peanut.
You just pay something, 10 cedi, 5 cedi. So come and get a PRB, get a letterbox. You get it. So that when you receive your item, you keep it safe for you. Then we inform you, come, you open, you pick your
There are
items.
two things that Ghana Post need to do strongly, and maybe we'll talk about it later on or even after this show. One has to do with public education.
Yes.
The other one has to do with visibility. These two things, you really need to work on that. Well, this message says that Anita is my name. I felt very sad when I got the news. Okay, may God be with our father, Mr. Jomama. I'm sure you're talking about the crash. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. Trust you're doing well. I'm watching the program and I'm really enjoying it. My question to the Deputy Minister, Deputy MD, is, are his employees enrolled onto the National Health Insurance Service scheme? If not, I entreat him to make that happen so we can capitalize on that to come and register them. And this is Daniel from NHIS.
Yes, so we have this health benefit for the employees. Covers you and your immediate family. And the first qualification is for you to be a registered member of the National Health Insurance Scheme.
Right.
So that is the basic. If you don't do, you will not enjoy it.
Okay.
And so I can say that every Ghana Post worker is
supposed to, or
yes,
is a registered
because they do,
person,
because they know very well.
need
If
to-
not, they cannot
they
benefit
cannot
from the
benefit
free
from there.
have this policy. Yes, so they have it.
I have my personal question, a number of questions I had here, but as I promised the guests, and I mean the whole the viewers, and I'm very sure I've done a lot of justice to
Yes,
your messages.
almost all the
Yes,
questions are
almost
from
all the, even though there are still a number of them because of time. But Stephen, your very last word.
Yes, so I'll say that Ghana Post, from the information you just gave, is an old company. Looking at the history of the company, transforming to a public liability or public corporation, and then metamorphosis into a limited liability company, we've really gone through a lot. And so it is time to reset, because looking at the number of years this company has been in existence. But we want to bring out innovative means, there will be resistance.
Right.
And we don't want to do it because if you are moving along, you should move everybody along. So it will be at a pace. And so people should have patience for us. There are a lot of innovative things coming. There are a lot coming.
Great.
As I speak to even register of companies,
You've teamed up with them.
We are going to have a strong
you are still having a talk
to
collaborate.
Yes, we are considering lands commission. A lot is coming on board in the digital space, and so we should have, patience with Ghana Post. It is their honest and we also accept the quest for Ghana Post to be at the pedestal with the other competitors. Yes, we accept that fact. That is why we accepted that appointment. We accepted that challenge to be there. And with the support received from our minister, the board, I'm very sure the next time we come here, it will be a lot of success
stories.
The viewers themselves will attest to
it. Talking of success story, there's one I just couldn't ignore. It says, good evening, Mr. Wilson. I interacted with a Ghana Post driver by name Oduro, who impressed me with his professionalism. Not only that, he is well trained and speaks well. His driving skills on the Accra-Kumasi highway was exemplary. I felt compelled to share this positive experience with management. And this is coming from Desmond. As I said, there are a number of messages, but please forgive me.
One of the good things is that Ghana Post, we have proper training for our drivers and the staff. We have the training school.
Okay.
And even some of the African countries, we have our people going to train them. And so it's Ghana Post and yet it's
there are some positives there.
Yes. But because of the outpouring, the rickety buildings which we are afraid to paint and those things, people don't see it. But as I said, the president has given us and our minister the fullest assurances, and we are not going to let them down. We really have taken the mantle to position or reposition Ghana Post to meet modern trends, especially where the focus now, we are focusing most of that on the e-commerce.
Right.
And Temu is coming on board. Amazon, the Amazon is being led by our minister. So a lot of things are coming on board. So we want to assure our viewers that, yes, for many years, it has not been able to meet your expectations. We accept the fact. And that now there's a resetting agenda at Ghana Post, which with your support, Ghana Post will be the Ghana Post we all wish to be.
Two things. Visibility.
Yes.
Rebranding,
public education.
You've noted it down. Good. Work on that.
Yes,
as you also visit your old outlets, make it a point to visit your office. Okay, Osu, you have plans for Osu.
Yes.
Teshi, I'm sure you have plans for Teshi. I don't know whether you have any plan for the one on the Legon campus.
Yes, Legon, I haven't been there.
Please go there. There are some challenges, physical.
Even cantonments, we had a plan, but there are a few challenges.
Yeah, there are challenges there too. So visit them and then see what you can do at Legon, the campus. All right, so this one, before I wrap up, let me just read this one. And this is coming from my guest, and that is why I'm doing that. It says, happy birthday to lawyer Christabel.
Yes.
Wishing you a year filled with joy, good health, and greater heights of success. Your brilliance and dedication inspires us all. May your path be filled with exciting opportunities, and may you keep shining as a beacon of excellence at Danquai and Associates and beyond.
I love
Cheers to many more wins. And this is coming from lawyer Stephen Kingsley, the managing director of Ghana Post.
Yeah, the party.
You went to the party?
Yes, at the office.
Oh, okay.
Our law firm.
Very well. Very well. It
was a good family gathering, yes. So that's on the screen, yes.
Fantastic.
Very hardworking young lawyer.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So fantastic. So there she is. Yes. Oh, okay, that's good.
Yes,
okay.
So, yes.
This one there, full publicity power. Anyway.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Thank you
so,
very much.
then let me also use the opportunity to wish my maternal uncle who had his birthday just this past Saturday, Uncle Michael Youngson in the United Kingdom, London specifically. He really took good care of me when I was there some weeks back. And I want to wish him a belated happy birthday. May you grow to be 100 and beyond. I'll be seeing you very soon again. All too soon, this is where time will allow us. There are messages and a lot of questions that have come. I will share them with Stephen, and then when he gives the feedback, I'll share them with you. Honestly, I want to say that I'm impressed with this conversation, Stephen. The fact that you did not defend the indefensible, and you made it so clear for everyone to appreciate that you do acknowledge that there are challenges. And I am a worker with Ghana Post, listening to you. No matter how angry or sad or dissatisfied I am, I'll have some level of assurance that our leaders are really appreciating, or they do appreciate what we are going through. Yes. It shouldn't just be a talk. I believe strongly that the leadership that we have now with Ghana Post, including you'll be able to transform Ghana Post to a level where all of us will appreciate it. If Ghana Post wins, it is all of us who have won. It is Ghana as a country that has won. All too soon, this is where time will allow us. I want to say thank you so much for making time.
Thank you too. My boss, the managing director,
yes,
Mrs. Rita Sarah is watching. So
great.
So she extend her fraternal greetings.
Thank you. Thank you.
At appropriate time, she will be here herself.
That is fine. Well, that is fine. Her name again?
Rita Sarah.
Rita. So thank you so
Sarah,
much, Rita Sarah, for doing the viewing. I'm sure we'll all team up to help your administration succeed, because that is what we need. We need a working Ghana Post. We need an entity key as Ghana Post to be working effectively for the benefit of all of us. So we meet again next week. My name still remains Emmanuel Jr. And all I can say for now is good night.